material thing that you want. The reason why you can't have that person that you want, that man that you want, that woman that you want, is because everyone has free will. The difference, everybody and everything is energy. It is energy, but the difference between us men, us women, us I hate to say human being because human being is actually a negative word. Um so I just say man and woman. The Bible doesn't even use the word human being. Any word that the Bible does not use, we actually should not be using it. Okay, I'm not a Bible thumper, but the esoteric knowledge in the Bible is trying to tell us something. So every man, every woman has free will. Babies, free will. So that's why it's so much harder to manifest like a perfect partner for yourself, along with so many other variables. Um, you have a lot of people that feel like they deserve the best man, the best woman, and they've lived a certain lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't done the work, they haven't done the healing, and they still live that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And they just feel like they're going to manifest this perfect man or woman of their dream, and they're still living that lifestyle. They're still on that frequency, I should say. Okay, it's not so much a person's living a lifestyle, but it's so much you're on that frequency. Okay, so pretty much every man, every woman has the ability, baby, long as you're, a person. I even hate to use that word. Um, but long as you're a person, you can manifest anything you want. What happens is you have to match the frequency. Okay. You literally have to want it so bad that you can only see that. Number one. Number two, you have to have patience. It might take a second to manifest. It might take 9, 10 years to manifest. You have to have patience. It depends on how big of a manifestation it is. Like if you want to manifest being a doctor, okay, you're not going to manifest being a doctor in 1 second. You're going to have to go to school. So that's going to take 4 years, 10 years, 15 years. Okay. What you're manifesting in becoming a doctor is you're manifesting the people in your life to make the journey easy. You're manifesting the teachers, the classmates to make going to school easy. Okay. So you have to be realistic and you have to be grounded. Okay. Now, if you want to manifest money, money is actually the easiest thing in the world to manifest because you could find a bag of money. Somebody could make a mistake and put money in your bank account, or quote unquote mistake. Okay. Money is actually the easiest thing in the world to manifest. All right. I manifest money so much. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's why I came on here to do this video, because I'm like, oh my God, the amount of money that I've manifested this month alone. Okay. So my whole lifestyle is a manifestation of what I've been having in my head for the past, definitely for the past, 20 years, 20, almost 30 years. I've been having this idea of living on the water or near the water, on some land, just in nature for the past 30 years. But I've been intentional about it. I've been super intentional about it for the past 10 years, and I've been super, super, super intentional about it for the past 5 years. And I've been so extremely intentional about it for the past 1, 2, 3 years that I'm like, if I don't have this, I don't even want anything else. So you have to have that attitude that if I don't have this, I don't even want anything else. Okay. And you literally have to fast. You literally have to fast. You have to do that type of manifestation on a high level. You have to fast. You can't be gluttonous, okay? And sexually, if you want a certain type of person, you have to be celibate, okay? You have to be celibate. You have to deny yourself something to get something. Nothing is free in the universe. Nothing is free as a universe. You have to deny yourself something to get something. Okay? So it all depends on what you want to manifest, is what determines when you're going to manifest it. You can manifest anything. Right now, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people want to be millionaires. You can have millions. It just has so many variables. Okay? It has a lot of variables manifesting it. Okay? Are you willing to fast? Are you willing to how do you want your millions? How do you want your millions? Okay? You got to be intentional about that. You can't just say you want $1 million. The universe could make a person get in a car accident, and that person could be paralyzed and get $1 million lawsuit, but that's not how you wanted that's not how the person wanted $1 million. So you have to be intentional of how you want the $1 million, how you want it to come to you. Okay, I always say, I learned this from Yusuf L over there at High Frequency Radio. I always say, every minute of every day, millions of dollars come to me now, instantly, effortlessly, naturally. Um, Now, okay. Instantly means this second. Naturally means in a natural way, like like it's not just some weird way. It's not some car accident. It's not some anything bad happening type of way. Okay? Um and now, instantly, effortlessly mean not killing myself working hard for it. Okay? So I always say that. Okay, I always say that. I always say that, and I'm telling you, I've been saying that for like 3 years now. I learned that I've been saying it for 3 years now, and my net worth will be $1 million in equity, within the next year. Within the next year. So so pretty much I manifest a million within like 5 years. Okay, within 5 years you could manifest $1 million instantly. You could win the lottery. Okay, I remember I won $250,000 in the lottery. It took me probably like 6 months or something like that. um that's why I play the lottery, because I know it's possible. But you have to, it's work. It is work. Okay, the more you want to manifest, if you want to manifest $1, I mean, anybody, you could just walk up to somebody and ask them for $1. But if you want to manifest $1 million, it takes a little bit more knowing, not believing, a little bit more knowing. It takes a little bit more um um sacrificing, okay, of something. You have to deny yourself something. You have to fast. Okay, and the reason you have to fast is because you have to become so indulge in this thing that you have to deny yourself of the weaknesses of the flesh. Okay, you might have to give up sex. You might have to just give up whatever. Okay, all right. So you have to realize that the reason why a lot of people aren't manifesting the life that they want is because you continue to indulge in weaknesses of the flesh. Okay, weaknesses of the flesh. I remember Patrick McDavid, one of my mentors, said, he said to himself he'll never have sex again until he become a millionaire. It took him like a year to become a millionaire, but he didn't have sex that whole year. He did not have sex that whole year. Okay, because your mind, body, soul, spirit, everything has to be one, and it has to be on such a high level for the universe to bring you the ideas to become a millionaire, for the universe to bring you the lottery numbers to become a millionaire, for the universe to bring you whatever in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit to become a millionaire. It cannot give you those ideas, those millions, in a corrupt mind, body, soul, in a dirty mind, body, soul, in a sinful mind, body, soul. You have to be pure of heart. All these movies, they're always talking about being pure of heart. You have to be pure of heart, pure of mind, pure of body, your physical body. Okay? You can't be out here sleeping around with two different, three different people um um every few months and shit like that, every week and shit like that. You have to have a pure body, a clean body. And it's not to say sleep around with different people, because you have people in polygamy, okay? But what I mean by just indulging in y'all know what I mean, okay? Just indulging in heathen behavior, okay? And it's not to say you can't have sex necessarily, but you, again, everything in its proper perspective. Okay, when I was boxing, we couldn't have sex the whole time we training. Why? Because our body, we cannot let go of those fluids in our body. Okay, that's strength. A man's sperm is strength. A man's sperm is strength. That's why dudes go to prison and come out buff and strong and mentally strong, okay, either physically or mentally strong, because they're not having sex in prison, or less sex in prison. That's why so many dudes go to prison a year, 5, 10, 20 years, and become super businessmen and millionaires and billionaires. Okay, I think Don King, the boxing promoter, went to prison for 5 years. Man became a millionaire like 5, 6 years, and then he became a millionaire in like no time, in like a few years. Okay, that he read a book and it gave him ideas, and he became a millionaire. Life Jennings, Akon, I think, did a year. Um, so many rappers now. Ti, not Little Wayne, but I know Ti, Gucci Man. A lot of them go to jail. Bootsy, they go to jail for a year, 2, 3 years, and come out harder, come out making more money, okay, than before they went to prison or jail. Okay, so many people. Why? The prison or jail is not to really rehabilitate people, because we all know it doesn't rehabilitate you. It's to make you give up sex. It's to make you give up certain foods, okay, all those snacks and Snicker bars. I was addicted to Snicker bars. All the alcohol, drugs, everything people are addicted to. Okay, these are what's hindering you from manifesting what you really want to have. And a lot of times you manifest what you want, but you can't keep it. People manifest exactly what they want, but they cannot keep it because they cannot keep matching the frequency. They continue to indulge in the things that frequency, okay, that frequency doesn't operate on. Okay, they continue to indulge in the things that frequency does not operate on. So if you're the type of person that want to manifest a certain type of lifestyle, okay, a peaceful lifestyle, if you want to manifest a peaceful lifestyle, okay, you cannot have chaos in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit. Okay, so having chaos means not getting over your past trauma. That's why a lot of people don't have peace, because they refuse to get over their past trauma. Okay, if you don't get over your past trauma, you will never have peace. I don't care if you come live out here in the woods by yourself. One way or another, that person will always attract some type of trauma or something like that, And people always say, damn, why they always attracting so much drama and trauma, and they don't bother nobody. They be in the woods by themselves. They don't have no friends. They don't indulge. Why they wonder why they still attract drama. It's because they have not got over their trauma, and they think drinking and just being somewhere by themselves is going to help them get over their trauma. No, you have to literally get over your trauma, like not even think about it, be in such a happy, high frequency place that people just see this happiness and this glow about you. Okay. And happiness not don't mean just smiling all the time. People smile all the time and they miserable. Happiness means generally from the inside. You're glowing on the outside. You're oozing out with happiness. Like if you tell people you've been traumatized, they don't even believe you because you've gotten rid of that whole spirit of trauma. Okay? That is when you will have peace. That is when peaceful people will not just come in your life, but stay in your life. Because a lot of times you get peaceful people in your life, but they don't stay in your life because you only mask the trauma. A lot of people only mask the trauma. They don't completely get rid of the trauma. So the minute they get somebody peaceful in their life and the trauma starts to show back up in certain ways, the trauma starts to show back up in certain ways, that's when the other person start to fall back consciously or subconsciously because the trauma is showing itself. Okay, a lot of times you can have sex with a person and just the way they have sex, you could feel their trauma. It could be the best sex you ever had in your life, but the way they have sex with you, you're like, man, this is the best sex I ever had in my life, but this motherfucker got trauma. Okay, this motherfucker got trauma. That's probably the number one thing. I probably need to do a whole video about that, about having sex with a person that has trauma. Okay, especially as a man, we feel when a woman has trauma in her vagina. We feel a traumatized vagina. Okay, and a lot of times your babies come out and have trauma in their life because they came through a traumatized vagina. They came through a traumatized womb. Okay, they came through a traumatized womb. I had to come to that realization. I came through a traumatized womb. Okay, my mom was sexually assaulted, so I came through a traumatized womb, and I had to come to the realization why I attracted in the past a lot of traumatized females. Okay, because like that trauma was attached to me, so I had to really do a deep cleanse in myself and realize why I would even see a woman that's clearly not traumatized. Her mind, body, soul, everything about her says no trauma. Okay. And it's like, why wouldn't I be able to attach myself to that type of woman? But I would so easily attach myself to a traumatized woman or a woman that's been traumatized. It's because I came through this vortex from a traumatized womb, number one. Okay. Then I was familiar with a traumatized energy because my mom was always acting crazy. My mom is bipolar schizophrenia. Okay. So for me to um attach myself to a woman who's been traumatized, it was too easy. It was too easy. And that's what happens to most people. That's what happens to a lot of people. Okay. So even man, I could go so deep with this thing, man. It's ridiculous. But you have to, it doesn't mean you cannot cleanse. It doesn't mean you cannot cleanse your womb. It does not mean you cannot cleanse your fascial. It does not mean you cannot cleanse. It's just that you have to become aware of these things and stop just living and start to seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, like the Bible says. Okay. Again, I'm not a Bible thumper, but you have to realize the esoteric knowledge in the Bible. You have to start to realize wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. And you have to cleanse yourself of all these traumas. Okay. So life is just about matching frequency. Okay. So you have to cleanse yourself of the trauma frequency. You have to cleanse yourself of the trauma frequency of coming through a traumatized womb. You have to cleanse yourself of the trauma frequency of growing up in a traumatized home environment. You have to cleanse yourself of all uncleanliness. That's why even the Bible talks so much about being clean and unclean, and don't be around the unclean, and don't eat unclean foods. Oh my God. Unclean foods will not help you manifest. That's why the Bible talks so much about eating unclean foods, because you have parasites that come in your brain. It's a real thing. Eating unclean foods is a real thing. Okay? You do not want to keep having parasites in your body, in your mind, in your soul. Okay? I see so many people manifest the exact life, the beautiful life, so many things, and lose it literally overnight. Like, um, you'll see people go buy a brand new car off the car lot, brand new, their dream car. They saved their money, they fixed their credit, they did everything. I've seen this so many times, it's ridiculous. I sold cars for 11 years. Buy the car of their dream, okay? And literally drive off the parking lot and get in a car accident, either within a 30 minutes, an hour, a week, a month, 6 months, a year, just in a short amount of time, get in a complete car wreck and lose the car of their dream, or just get a little fender bender but feel so violated they don't even want the car no more. I've seen people buy their dream homes. Since 2021, so many people bought their dream homes. They got all this PPP money and shit like that, and lost it because they cannot stay on that frequency. You have to also maintain that frequency. You have to maintain that frequency. So many people lose relationships, their dream man, their dream woman, but they cannot maintain that frequency. Okay? They cannot maintain that facade. All right? Yeah, you're supposed to fake it till you make it, but faking it does not mean literally faking it. It means tricking your mind. You're not tricking other people. You're tricking yourself. You're tricking your mind to believe that you're not traumatized, to not even believe, to know that you're not traumatized, to know that you're healed, to know that you have $1 million, to know that you really don't drive a 1982 Pinto, but you drive a Rolls Royce Mercedes Benz. When you go in your car, you have to trick your mind that you're driving a Rolls Royce Mercedes Benz or whatever your dream car is. Um, you're not driving a beat up Pinto. Everything you have to trick your mind, because your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. Your mind does not know the difference between what is real and what's fake. So you have to trick your mind into believing or knowing what you want it to believe or know. Okay? It doesn't know the difference between the universe. I would say the universe or your mind does not, because your mind is the universe. You create the universe with your mind. It does not know the difference between what's real and what's fake. Okay? Man, let me tell you, when I think about my life and the life I've manifested for myself now, it's nothing but me saying to myself, I will not accept anything less than this, and I will wait until I get this, because this is the only thing that I want, that I desire. Okay? I'm telling you. Okay? And we all know we just jump into relationships because we be lonely, we be horny, we don't have the patience to wait on the right person, and we just keep jumping from person to person to person, which is damaging our souls even more, okay? Which is chipping away at our aura even more, which is traumatizing us even more. Okay, it's so many things that come along with just jumping into uh sexual relationships and situationships. There's so many things that go into that. Okay, it's so even working a job, people jump on jobs and don't really want the job, hate the job. I remember when I used to work in a labor pool. I remember when I used to just take jobs, even as a businessman. I remember when I used to just take jobs just to take them for the money. I don't even do that shit no more. I don't even do that shit no more. Like if I meet a customer and something about their energy, their vibe, I like, nah. Yeah, I'm straight. Okay? I don't care how much money they paying. Okay? You have to realize protecting your energy, protecting your mind, body, soul is everything. It's everything. Okay? Protecting your energy is everything. You cannot manifest anything unless you protect your energy. It's like they always give this scenario. If you're on a plane and a plane, well, let me not say you. If a person's on a plane and the plane is about to crash, most people will panic and hold their baby and try to save their baby. How the fuck you're holding your baby and gonna try to save your baby? Like if the plane crash, you holding your baby is gonna save your baby. No, you have to save yourself first. You have to protect yourself first. You have to protect your energy first. You have to put on your mask first. You have to put on your parachute first. The baby, if you put the parachute on a baby, the baby don't know how to pull a parachute. You putting a parachute on a baby and telling a baby to pull a parachute, the baby don't know how to navigate and move the parachute to land safely. Okay? It could be a worse of death just falling from that high. You have to learn how to parachute first. You have to learn how to jump out of plane first. You have to learn how to put your mask on first. You have to put your parachute on first. Then hold your baby. And y'all escape safely out the plane together. You have to protect your energy first. You have to protect your energy first. You have to get to a place in yourself first where you're at your peak. You're at your peak mentally. You're at your peak spiritually. You're at your peak emotionally. You're at your peak in every way that you can control, emotionally, mentally, physically. Eat right, eat vegetables, eat fruits. You have to bring yourself to your optimum level first before you can manifest money, a lot of money. Before the universe will give you the ideas to invent something, to give you that, because that's all it is ideas. The universe gave me the idea to come do this video. This video probably do 1 million views. Will do 1 million views. Okay? The universe gives you ideas. That's how people are, gives you clarity. The universe gives you clarity. A lot of times you don't know how you're gonna do a thing. You're like, God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, how am I gonna do this thing? And then all of a sudden it comes to you, or it never comes to you. If it never comes to you, it's because you're not at your optimum. It's because you're corrupted. Your mind, body, soul, something about you is corrupted. Something about you is unclean. Something about you is unclean. That's why you don't get those ideas. Okay? You have to become clean. This is why the Bible talks so much about virgins, and Jesus even came out of a virgin. Notice Jesus even came out of a virgin. Okay? Quote unquote, God came out of a virgin. Okay? I'm just going by what the Bible say. We're not going to get into if the Bible's fake or not. We know the Bible is fake in terms of it was written by pretty much a homosexual and all that type of stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the esoteric meaning behind the Bible. Okay? All the esoteric meanings behind the Bible that these people know about. They know about this shit. The people that wrote the Bible, they know about this shit. The people that wrote the Bible, they know about this shit. Okay? They know about this shit. They know about esoteric knowledge. Okay? So that's why I'm telling you. That's why the people that wrote the Bible, they stay rich and wealthy. Their offsprings stay rich and wealthy because they know the esoteric knowledge of the Bible. They don't look at it as a religious book and that Jesus really existed. They look at it like, hey, Jesus came out of a virgin. I need to marry a virgin and have my babies come out of a virgin. Or I need to be a virgin and have my babies. They looking at it as shit like that. They looking at it as when the lady touched Jesus' hem, and the lady said, if I could just touch his hem, I'd be healed. And Jesus turned around and said, no, lady, your faith made you heal. They're looking at it as your faith is what heals you, not no Jesus, Buddha, Allah. Okay? They're looking at all of these things. Okay? So you have to be pure in heart. You have to be pure in spirit. You have to be clean in body. You cannot be eating toxic poison foods, okay, and expect to get ideas and expect to manifest. Now, a lot of people do drugs, they drink alcohol, they do cocaine, they smoke weed, and they get ideas and stuff like this, okay? It's not that they get ideas because of them doing these drugs and stuff like that. The ideas were gonna come anyway. Drinking alcohol, doing cocaine, smoking weed, what it does is it enhances the spirit's ability. It's almost like a steroid, but for your spirit. It's like a steroid, but for your spirit. But there is a adverse effect. There is an adverse effect, okay? Because it's not natural. All right. You crash out. People that drink alcohol. Look at Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett, supposedly was an alcoholic, and I kind of believe it. He crashed out and had a stroke and stuff like that. Look at people that do cocaine, they eventually crash out. Okay? Look at people that smoke too much marijuana and have anxiety. They crash out all the time. Okay? You want to do things naturally, or they crash out, or they not able to maintain. Okay? Mike Tyson talked about how he used to do cocaine, and before a lot of fights he did cocaine. Mike Tyson crashed out, went to prison, everything, was crashing out, talking shit, just talking weird, saying crazy shit, saying fuck life, all this stuff. He crashed out. He just now rebuilt his life, got a new wife. Now he's like more in a steady pace. Okay? So that's what happens when you do alcohol, too much cocaine, too much marijuana, too much substances. It does help you enhance certain things, but it also, when you don't continue to drink, when you don't continue to do the cocaine, when you don't continue to do the marijuana, it, or even when you continue to do it too much, it just in general it makes people crash out. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, the best thing is to do things naturally. And I've drank, and I do drink every now and then. You know, I don't do cocaine. I'm not no cocaine or anything like that. I smoke some herb every now and then. Okay, so I'm not saying that I don't indulge in those things. I love sex. Okay, I love sex. Me and my have beautiful sex. The idea is have you have to be clean. You have to have clean sex with a clean person. That person have to eat right and have a clean spirit. You have to that person can have a whole bunch of fucking trauma and just shit in their spirit. Okay? You have to eat clean. You have to live a clean life. Okay? You can't be fucking out here just robbing, stealing, killing, um especially robbing decent people. Okay? Especially robbing decent. It's one thing to rob a candy bar at the store or to rob another thief, but to actually rob an innocent person, that's like one of the worst things you could do. A person trying to help you, you actually steal from that person, that's like the worst thing you could do. Okay? You're going to crash out and lose everything so fast, it's ridiculous. I've seen it a lot of times. I mean, people have tried to rob and steal from me, and I've watched them lose everything. That's like one of the worst things you could do, is rob and steal from somebody who's actually trying to help you. Who's actually trying to help you. That's why you see a lot of people rob and steal on their job. Somebody gave you a job. Somebody saw something in you to say, hey, I'm going to give you this job. And it's not even a bad job. And they saw that they were going to help you. And you on the job robbing and stealing. Okay? I've seen so many people rob and steal from their employers and think they do. I know a girl, she stole like I know a girl I went to school with. She stole like 50,000 or 80,000 from her job. Thought she got away with it. Number one, ran through the money so fucking fast. Ran right through the money so fast. Then number two, thought she got away with it and ended up going to jail or prison in the worst way. In the worst way. She went to jail. In the worst way. Okay? Because when they came and got her, it was at the worst possible time when they finally found her. Then they transported her on a bus in the middle of the summer with no air condition from one state to another state. I think from Florida all the way to Texas. On a bus with no air condition. Okay? In a blistering heat. She said it was so fucking hot, she got blisters. Blisters. So sitting on the bus in shackles, okay, for days at a time in her life where it was just the worst. Okay, she said she would never even so much as steal a fucking candy bar again. She told me that. I went to school with her, one of my childhood friends. um yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. Like, and people steal, you know what I'm saying? That's something people will always do. um it's These are things people will always do. People will always indulge in things that really corrupts their mind, body, and soul. We will all always indulge in things that corrupts our mind, body, and soul. The idea is to not keep doing it. The idea is to do it all the time. Okay? The idea is to not keep doing it and to not do it all the time, to the point where you get to the level where you're not doing it at all, to the point where you get to a level, a Christ level, where you just have a clean life, you clean body, you eat right, clean mind. You don't put toxic shit in your mind. You're not sitting up there watching pornography. You're not sitting up there watching fucking Timu and toxic movies all the time. You're not sitting up there just putting dumb shit in your mind. Have a clean mind to the point where you have a clean spirit. People just look at you and say, dang, your spirit is magnetizing. You don't have anything negative attached to your spirit. This is the level you want to be on. Okay? Once you get to that level and that Christ level, you can manifest instantly. You can literally, how they say, walk on water, because your mind, body, and soul is so pure and so clean. This is why you see a baby, a young person can manifest anything and can ask for anything, and people just, oh, let me buy it for them, please. They're so cute. It's not that they're cute, it's the baby is pure. Baby is pure in mind, body, soul, and spirit. They're so pure. And then you have some babies, they're rotten. They're fucking rotten. Their parents made them rotten. And people even say, that's a badass child. That's a badass child. And don't want to do shit for them. You have people that would look at a baby and say, oh my God, that's a badass child. Oh, I ain't doing nothing for that child. Okay, now I'm not like that. I would see a baby as bad and still do something for them because I see that's a baby. But you have people that, will look at a baby and be like, oh, hell no. That baby got a fucking demon in it. I don't even want that baby in my fucking house. I know people right now don't even want their grandbabies in their house because their grandbabies are so bad. They're so bad. Okay? Their grandbabies are so bad. It's their grandbaby, and they don't even want their grandbaby to pass a threshold in their house. Okay? But the grandbaby's bad because the mama and daddy sitting up there smoking weed in a baby's face, smoking cigarettes in a baby's face, giving a baby McDonald's toxic food to eat, having sex in front of the baby, just doing all the worst things in front of the baby. Now you got these babies growing up just traumatized. That's why the baby's so bad. Okay, me, I would take that baby, cleanse that baby of those spirits. Okay, but a lot of people, they can't handle it. They don't even want that shit around them. They don't even want to help nobody clean and cleanse, because in the process of cleaning and cleansing somebody, you get corrupted. We've seen those movies. I think the Butterfly Effect. No, not the Butterfly Effect. Oh my goodness, what was that movie with Tom Hanks and that brother, and the brother could touch a person and heal the person? Somebody put in the comment section that movie. And even on Supercell, the girl that had the healing power, she could touch somebody and heal them. What always happens to those people? Those people, they get those spirits, they get those sicknesses, they get those illnesses. Okay, and then once those sicknesses and illnesses enter their body, now they have to cleanse themselves. And sometimes they cleanse themselves and sometimes they can't, but they always become weak. After they cleanse somebody, they always become weak, and they just have to like sit there, right? Watch those movies. That movie with Tom Hanks and Supercell. There's another show called Supercell, and these people had healing ability. I think even after Jesus used to heal people, he used to rest. He used to say, oh, now I have to rest, because in healing people and trying to help people, that is why when we try to feel so freaking draining, it is so fucking draining when you're trying to help somebody that it has a dirty body, a dirty mind, a dirty spirit. I should say an unclean body, an unclean mind, an unclean spirit. It is so fucking draining. It is so fucking draining. Oh my god, that's a whole nother video how fucking draining it is trying to help somebody heal. It is so fucking draining trying to help somebody heal. Okay? That's because when you're trying to help somebody heal, those spirits attach to you. Those spirits attach to you. And now once those spirits attach to you, you have to be strong enough to break those spirits out of you. Okay, so that is why some people don't even want those spirits around them, because they know they don't have the strength within themselves once those spirits come in them to heal themselves. Okay? So I'm telling you guys, sometimes you do have to like not help people. Not help people because you might not have the strength to heal yourself after healing them. Always remember, after trying to help somebody or heal somebody, you have to you're going to have to heal yourself. That's like you have your last $100, right? But somebody needs it more. Somebody needs it more to pay their rent, their car note, so they could get to work and pick up their babies. And you give that person your last $100, and the person does not give it back to you, or you don't get the money back right away, and now you're in a bind. Let me not say you, but now the other person's in a bind. The person that gave the $100 is in a bind. Okay? And you're like, why the fuck did I give that motherfucker my why the fuck did person B give person A that fucking $100, and now person B needs $100? Okay? So now it's like person B hurt themselves by trying to help somebody. A lot of times, that's a whole nother video. A lot of times a person can hurt themselves by trying to help somebody. That is why sometimes you cannot help a person all the way. We're here to help. We have to help each other. We all help. Matter of fact, the Bible say you have to help. You have to help. You have to give charity. Charity is called helping. Charity is love. The Bible say only three remain: faith, hope, and charity. Okay, but the greatest of these is charity. We have to give charity. We have to help people. But you do not have to help a person to the point of where it hurts you. When you start to see that you helping somebody starts to hurt you, it start to hurt you, it start to hurt your finances, it start to hurt your body. I remember I used to get up late night, midnight, and take my ex-wife, my oldest son mom, to work, and it started to hurt my body. I wasn't getting proper rest. I said, nah, either we gonna break up or you gonna quit this fucking job. I straight up told her, either we gonna break up or you gonna quit this fucking job. Subconsciously, I did that. I was only like 25 years young, and subconsciously I said that, and she quit her job. She didn't want to lose me, so she quit her job, because I was not about to not have proper rest. Okay? I was not about to not have proper rest. This is a crash out generation. I'm trying to tell you, Mike, Hoodie Mike 210. Yeah, they're crashing out because, number one, they came through toxic vaginas and fossils. This generation came through, and I think my generation, Generation X, it started with us. It's always been. Even the Bible tell you nothing's new under the sun. The Bible tell you who could find a virtuous woman. They was dealing with trying to find a virtuous woman Six, 700 years ago, and even thousands of years ago. If you look at the Western Bible, that's like 600, 700 years ago. If you look at the Ethiopian Bible, it's like 6,000 years ago. So they were dealing with unvirtuous women throughout time. Okay, so we're not even going to get into that. In modern times, when I look at the baby boomer generation, okay, which generation X is a product of the baby boomer generation, okay? The baby boomer generation was fucked up. That's a whole fucked up generation. The baby boomer generation is such a whole fucked up generation. It's ridiculous. Okay? And the reason why, that's a whole nother video. But from the baby boomer generation came generation X, which was a little more fucked up, and but it's something special about us. That's why they call us X. Okay, that's a whole nother video. But then from there came the millenniums. The millenniums and I what going on down, okay? So with the millenniums and going on down, they're they're so fucked up. A lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them are so fucked up because they're carrying the spirits and the energies of all these previous fucked up generations. So if you got 3 generations of toxic mothers, your grandmother was toxic, your mother was toxic, what you think you're gonna be? Fucking toxic. Your grandfather was toxic. Your father was toxic. What the fuck you think you're gonna be? Toxic. Both your mother and father were toxic. Excuse me. Both a person's grandmother and grandfather were toxic. Then their mother and father were toxic. What you think that person's gonna be? Fucking toxic. The But it's not to say these generational curses cannot be broken. They can be broken, but you just have to realize you have to break them. Okay? Uh Hoodie say he's 29. What bracket am I? 29? Just look up, just go on Google and put in what generation are you if you're 29 years old in 2026. I want to say generation Z or millennium, one of those. Okay? But yeah, all it is generational curses not being broken. That is why I broke the generational curse of not building wealth. I broke the generational curse of producing toxic seeds. I broke so many generational curses, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay? I broke so many generational curses, it's ridiculous. And that's the thing. A lot of people are refusing to break generational curses. A lot of people feel like because they have a job and they got an apartment and they got a car that they broke a generational curse. No, the fact that you have a job, you're still in a generational curse. Well, unless, hold on, let me take that back. Unless your mom was on welfare, your grandma was on welfare, never worked a job. Now you have a job. Okay, yeah, you did break a generational curse, but you got to take it to another level and you have to start a business. You have to start a business. Okay, real financial wealth is not working at all. Not working at all. Okay, and when I say not working, I don't mean collecting Section 8 and food stamps and welfare. I mean your business is paying you. Real generational wealth is you not working for a business, but the business working for you. That's real generational curse breaking. Okay, that is real generational curse breaking. All right. Um you not having sex until marriage, whether you're a male or female. That was always my dream coming up. Elementary school, junior high school, high school. I didn't want to have sex before marriage. Okay, obviously I did. And you know what I'm saying? But my future generations, I'm preaching them to not have sex before marriage, whether they male or female. Not have sex before marriage. If the marriage works out, great. If it doesn't, fine. But just don't do it before marriage. Even and then if you do have sex before marriage, don't have baby before marriage, because you don't want the baby to be a bastard baby. Do not have a baby before marriage. Okay? I'm putting that in my bloodline. Okay? And none of these mean anything's going to be perfect, but you just want to start your offsprings off as best as you can, not as worse as you can. Okay? If you have an offspring and they coming up, number one, if they enter through a traumatized womb. Number one, if the sperm comes through a traumatized facet, then the sperm, so now the sperm is traumatized. Okay, the sperm enters the woman. Okay, the woman is traumatized. So now the sperm grow into an embryo and a baby, and the sperm and the baby comes out of a traumatized womb. Then they're not married. Okay, so now the baby's a bastard, basically. Then the baby's growing up in a toxic home where people are smoking and drinking and fighting all the time. Then the baby um grows up and live go to a toxic school, some inner city school, not being homeschooled. Then the baby's eating nothing but McDonald's, Burger King, fucking pizza all the time, spaghetti. These bitches don't even know how to cook. So now the baby's just eating toxic foods all the time, candy all the time, Snicker bars and shit all the time. All the shit we grew up on, now laters, and all the fucking toxic shit in the corner stores and grocery stores, cookies and Oreo cookies, all the toxic shit we grew up on. So now, you're eating all this toxic shit. You're not being raised on a farm or a homestead like the Amish, eating nothing but natural foods and natural fruits, which natural fruits could be turned into candy. Okay. So now people just growing up in this toxic environment. Not to say the Amish are perfect and they don't have toxicity going on in their whatever, but you just want to minimize toxicity. You want to minimize toxicity. You want to minimize toxicity. Okay? That's all it is. You want to minimize toxicity. All right? So everything is energy. And if you have negative energy food, food that's negative ions, foods that if you have foods that's already negative, have no nutritional value. So you have this negative energy, no nutritional value, and you put in your body. Make it make sense that it's going to add to your value. Okay? You have this person in your life that's always negative. Make it make sense that you can build with them. Okay? So it's to minimize the negativity, minimize the toxicity. All right? That's what it is. To minimize it. You're not going to completely eliminate it instantly. It takes time to completely eliminate it. All right? But it's just to minimize it. All right? Um, that's all manifestation is, man. Becoming clean. That's why the Bible talks about the unclean. Okay, the toxic music people listen to. I used to date a woman. She go from fucking singing gospel to listening to trap music and toxic music. And I one day I said to her, like, you just went from fucking playing gospel, singing gospel to fucking trash music. And her answer was like, basically, so. I mean, people are just confused. People are just confused. Not to say I'm perfect. Not to say I'm perfect. All right. Not to say I'm perfect. I don't listen to gospel music, but I also don't listen to trash music. I listen to beautiful, clean music. Okay. I don't watch toxic movies and videos. I listen to inspirational videos. I watch a lot of I watch and listen to nothing but inspirational videos, okay, and stuff I can learn from. All right. But what happens is people are very lukewarm. People straddle the fence. The Bible talks about that's the thing that God hates hates the most is lukewarm people. Lukewarm people is the worst thing. The Bible say either be hot or cold. And motherfuckers always like to say, don't judge me. Don't judge me. First thing out of motherfuckers' minds is don't judge me. Ain't nobody judging you. It is what it is. You lukewarm, and that's why your fucking life is in shambles. That's why you gotta work so fucking hard. That's why nobody wants you, or who you want don't want them. That's why you nothing but a fucking sex toy for to please men, or a sex toy to please women, is because you're unclean. Or not you, but people are unclean. I'm not judging nobody because everything I'm telling you, I've been on both sides of the fence with it. Okay. I've been on both. I've had women use me, okay, because I was unclean. Okay. So I'm not judging anybody. I'm just speaking. All right. So I'm telling you, but a lot of women, see, men, we realize shit. We realize shit. But a lot of women, they like, why men only want me for sex? Because, bitch, you unclean. You are fucking unclean. You eat toxic foods. You listen to toxic music. You watch toxic movies. You just fucking toxic. You smoke toxic weed. You drink toxic alcohol. Everything about you is fucking toxic. And you wonder why the fuck men just want to fucking come in you and fucking be like, peace, bitch. You wonder why men just want to fucking slut you out and be like, peace, deuces. Because you fucking toxic. But I'm a good woman. You might be a good woman. You might have good intentions, but you fucking toxic. You fucking, your body count is like 30, 40, 50, 100 men. Okay? You're unclean. You're unclean. Okay? Not you, but people. People are unclean. People think that's like me. Okay? I don't fucking expect to have a fucking perfect woman. Okay? I don't. I do not expect to have a perfect woman. I expect to have a woman who's a little rough around the edges, but want to be clean, want to purify, I mean, like, I how would I say, I don't expect to have like a perfect fucking woman that kept her virginity She kept herself. She eat perfectly. She has a perfect mindset. Um, she's a businesswoman. Um, even if she did have sex, she was only married to one man and her babies by one man. I don't expect these things. I really don't. I'm realistic. You have to be grounded and realistic at the same time. Okay? I expect when I'm dealing with a woman, there is something fucking wrong with her. I expect that. Cuz you have to be realistic at the same time. Why? Because I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. I've been out here on a fucking battlefield in the past. I've been out here on a fucking battlefield in the past. Okay? So I would not even want to corrupt a perfect woman. I would not even want to corrupt a woman who's kept her virginity or who's kept her cleanliness. I would not even want to corrupt a clean woman. In other words, I don't even want to corrupt a clean woman. Okay? That's why these motherfuckers out here that's touching women and babies and corrupting them. I am on a mission to chop these motherfuckers balls off, chop their dicks off. I am literally on a mission for that. Okay? Like, dudes don't come around me and say certain shit because they feel my energy. And when I talk sometimes, I say shit like, man, I'd chop a fucking pedophile dick off. I really would. I'd slit that motherfucker's throat. Because the worst thing you can fucking do is corrupt the innocent. Corrupt these innocent people. Okay? Corrupting the innocent is one of the worst fucking things you can do, if not the worst thing you can do. So I don't even expect to corrupt anybody. I expect a woman that, you know, she's she's rough around the edges like me, and we work together and we build each other. The problem is a lot of women don't take accountability. That's the problem that men have with women, is women don't take accountability. Women lie, cheat, and steal worse than fucking men. But in their mind, they cheated because the man cheated. In their mind, they're promiscuous because they was touched or raped or whatever. In their mind, they justify shit so there's nothing to be accountable for. Okay? That's the problem that a lot of men have with women, is that a lot of women don't do the work, don't want to do the work. They don't want to do right. Men too. A lot of people just don't want to fucking even try to do right. That's the fucking problem. People are trying to cleanse themselves have with people who are not trying to cleanse themselves. That is the problem. That is the problem. Okay? That is the real problem. I don't have a problem with anybody. I don't have a problem with people's past. A lot of people say, "Oh, you judging me from my past." I don't have a problem with none of that shit. The problem I have with you don't want to stop doing what you did in the past. You don't want to be clean. You don't want to do right. That's the problem I have with people. That is the problem I have with people. All right? People don't even be fucking trying. That's the problem I be having with people. And I think that's a problem a lot of people have with people. A lot of people don't judge you from the past, but they see you have a past. You're not trying to change your past. They're trying to help you with your past. And a lot of people like, you know what? I'd rather be fucking single. A lot of people like they rather be fucking single and alone than keep trying to heal motherfuckers. That is what a lot of people are going through right now. So that's why you have so many great people that are single, which means the fucked up people are going to be single too, because the great clean people don't want to be fucked up with the fucked up unclean people. Okay, that is what's going on, and it's so few clean people. It's not enough clean men to go with clean women, or vice versa, clean women to go with clean men. It's not enough to go around. So now you have a lot of these clean people keep being attached to unclean people, because the unclean people are vast in numbers. There are more unclean people in the world than clean people. So that's what keep happening. And a person would cleanse themselves and then fucking hook up with an unclean person and be dirty all over again. And that is what's happening. That is what, even myself, I've cleansed myself so many times, did the work, meet a fucking bitch, and the bitch just dirty me all over again. And my mind become fucked up, can't focus on work. You ever been straight, like have a perfect job, perfect life, perfect everything, your life is just beautiful, and then you meet somebody and they just fuck your whole world up, and you like, why did this motherfucker come in my life and disrupt my fucking peace? It's because it's not enough clean people to go around, so you just attach yourself to the first fucking motherfucker that made you bust a nut. And you just thought you was in love. You just thought you was in love. Come to find out, this motherfucker has an unclean spirit. Come to find out, the motherfucker got an unclean spirit. All right. So that is what's going on, man. We got to stop attaching ourselves to people with unclean spirit. And if you do have an unclean spirit, mind, body, soul, you have to try to cleanse yourself. You have to cleanse yourself from your unclean spirit, mind, body, soul. You have to cleanse yourself. Okay? Roaches. One of the ways of knowing somebody has an unclean spirit is they have roaches in their house. They have roaches in their house. I learned this. A lot of you have roaches in your house, in your car. A lot of you do. When you see somebody, that's why you'll like cringe when you go in somebody's house and you see a roach, or in their car and you see a roach. And it's like, dang, it's just a bug. No, roaches have unclean spirits. Roaches carry unclean spirits. That is why subconsciously roaches make our skin crawl. Like, roaches is like the worst thing ever. Like, a bee could fucking sting you and kill you, and people run from bees also. But roaches is like the worst of the worst. And rats carry diseases. This is why people cringe when they see rats. You like the cartoon, right? In the cartoons, a person will see a rat and jump, a little rat and jump, right? Or a snake, right? People see snakes and just fall out, because most people, when they see a snake, they think of venom, and the snake squeezing them to death, because a snake bite can kill you. Basically, snakes, not all snakes are venomous, but just knowing a snake is venomous make people think all snakes are venomous. Okay? And all snakes are not venomous. Okay, most snakes are not venomous. Okay, matter of fact, the snakes that are not venomous eat the snakes that are venomous. Okay, that's what's crazy about it. But nevertheless, yeah, so the good snakes eat the bad snakes. But nevertheless, People always think that all snakes are bad, all rats are bad, because we know rodents carry viruses and diseases. Mosquitoes, oh my God, we all know mosquitoes carry viruses and diseases. And roaches also carry viruses and diseases. So the reason why our skin just quench, like we would rather stand under an elephant, a big old elephant, and risk that elephant crushing us. And that's another reason why. Do y'all realize in the cartoons why the elephants, these big old elephants, be scared of rats? Notice in the cartoons, elephants be scared of mouses and rats. Notice how they show you in the cartoons. It's because an elephant is so pure. Elephants are smart. Elephants are the smartest mammals on the planet. Elephants and dolphins. They're smarter than so-called men and women. They're smarter than us. Elephants have the best memories. An elephant will remember for 1,000 years. Elephants live the longest. Turtles, elephants, they live the longest. Okay? But this big old elephant is scared of a little rat, because rats and roaches carry bad spirits. They carry bad spirits. Okay? Snakes carry bad spirits. A lot of them carry bad spirits. All right? That's why you have this big, beautiful elephant with most elephants have pure spirits. Okay? That is why they're terrified of mouses in the cartoons and rats in the cartoons. They're trying to tell you the reason you're terrified of mouses, rats, roaches, snakes, mosquitoes is because these animals carry bad spirits, viruses, diseases. All right? So when you see a person have roaches in their house and they don't care, when you see a person has rats in their house, there are bad spirits in that person's house. There are bad spirits in there. There are bad spirits in there. I had to learn this. I learned this too. Man, I see one fucking roach, I'm about to tear my whole house down, clean it, fumigate it. My mom's house. My mom and stepdad house right now full of fucking roaches. Full of fucking roaches. My mom has dementia, long story short. My dad does too. My stepdad does too. And their house is full of fucking roaches. It's because of all the bad spirits. All the fucking bad spirits. I moved out that house when I was like 17 years old. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I did. If my mother and father don't sell that house before they die, if I inherit that house, the first thing I'm going to do is sell that house. The house I grew up in has so many bad spirits, it's ridiculous. Right now, the house is full of roaches. My stepdad refused to get rid of the roaches because he has a bad spirit. And my mom has dementia. And I think my mom has dementia to subconsciously not remember, to subconsciously escape her reality. That's why I think my mom has dementia now. I think a lot of people get dementia to subconsciously escape their reality. I really do. I really do. I really do. Okay. So, this is all esoteric, man. This is all esoteric. This is all esoteric. So now you know why when you fucking see roaches in somebody's house, it's just a turn off. If it turns you off, that's why. If you like, you don't care, the both of y'all got fucking bad spirits. All right? The both of y'all got fucking bad spirits. All right? But yeah, you know, um flies have bad spirits. That's why you see flies, they gravitate around shit. Like if you see some shit outside, the first thing you're gonna see flies, right? Flies have bad spirits. Um, you know, vultures have bad spirits. Um, and that's why people be like, man, if I come back, I don't want to come back as a roach, a vulture, a rat, a mice. And that's why they have a short lifespan. Flies, mosquitoes, roaches, um, uh, um, a lot of snakes, worms have short lifespans. People see them and would just want to kill them. Just want to kill them. Have short lifespans because they have bad spirits. And the ones with the longest lifespans, elephants, turtles, a lot of gorillas, monkeys, bears have long lifespans, man. Long lifespans for what they are. A lot of dogs have long lifespans. Long lifespans for what they are. You have like you might have a dog. Dogs are typically supposed to live about 9-10 years, but you have some dogs will live 20-30 years, human years. You know how 30 human years is like 100 in dog years. It's like 100. Wait, 30 dog. If a dog lived 30 years, that's like a man or woman living 100 years. Okay? If a dog lived 30 years, that's like a man or woman living 100 years. If a dog lived 20 years, that's like I don't know if I'm saying it right. I really don't know if I'm saying it right. Okay. But like my son and my daughter, they have a dog, and the dog is like 16 years old and running around strong as ever. I think that dog is gonna live another 10 years. That dog might live like 30 years, which means the dog lived like 100 years. Okay? So that means that dog has a great spirit. That means a dog has a great spirit. Okay? I don't like animals. I don't have a dog or anything like that. Dogs don't. I'm a dragon. I'm a dragon in Chinese zodiac. That's where my name dragon comes from. So dragons and dogs typically are opposites. But what's so crazy is two of the key people, I would say the key people in my life are dogs. Two of the key people in my life that helped me so much in life are dogs. Bruce Lee was a dragon and he always had a dog. But Bruce Lee died young. He died very young. Okay. So when you attach yourself to the spirit that is the opposite of you, it can work for you or against you. Okay. So that's a whole nother video. But anyhow, that's one of the reasons I don't have a dog, is because Dogs, even though they have great spirit, my mom is also a dog in Chinese zodiac. My mom is a dog, but me and my mom always had an off and on relationship, and I realized that's why is because she's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's one of the reasons. So, um, anyhow, that's a whole nother story, whole nother video. But anyhow, um, not to say dogs and dragons don't make great relationships and can't do things together, but it's complicated. Let me just put that. It's complicated. All right, it's complicated. Um, so anyhow, um, you there's so much to learn in life, man. That's another thing talking about Chinese zodiacs. There is so much to learn in life. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous the amount of things there are to learn in life that people don't even realize. I didn't even come into the knowledge of Chinese zodiac probably till about 5, 10 years ago. Let me see, gotta be 10 years ago. Now my mom knew, she named me Dragon. She called me Dragon, but I didn't know. I did not know till about 10 years ago. Well, I knew, but I didn't start to study, I should say. I didn't start to study Chinese zodiacs till about 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. All right. And I'm like, wow, this is more accurate than Western zodiac. It's more accurate. But anyhow, yeah, man, it's all about having a clean spirit, a clean mind, a clean body. That's another reason why, people that are unclean, people have dirty houses. If a motherfucker have a dirty house, they have a dirty spirit. If somebody have a dirty house, they have a dirty spirit. They got a dirty house, they got a dirty car. Now, clutter is one thing. If somebody have a clutter house, clutter vehicle, they have clutter in their life. And I'm speaking from experience. I had a lot of clutter. I had a lot of clutter in my home. You know, I had a lot of clutter. I had to get rid of all that clutter. Now, most of y'all know I live very minimalistically. I live in a camper. There's very minimal clutter in here. Everything in here, I need it. I use it. Um, it's still a lot for me. It's a lot in here. For me, it's a lot. Like I have all this going on in my kitchen, but I need it. I need a stove. I need a kettle. I need water. I need my Yeti cup. I need my blender. Obviously, need my sink. I need my glassware. I need my ice maker. I need my electric kettle. So everything I needed, right? So it's not clutter, you know what I'm saying? But it just looked like a lot of stuff. But clutter is when you have a lot of stuff, but you're not using any of it. So if you're not using any of it, get rid of it. It's clutter. And when you see a person have a lot of clutter on the outside, that means they have a lot of clutter on the inside. They have a lot of clutter on the inside. So when you go in a person's home and they have a lot of stuff and they're not using it, they have a lot of clutter on the inside. They dealing with issues. And I was like that. I had a lot of clutter. People give me shit, I'll take every fucking thing. I stopped doing that. It's not everything somebody gives you that you're supposed to take it. You know what I'm saying? Now you could take it and sell it or give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody else could use it more than you can, you could take it and give it to somebody else, but just take it and hold it, hoard it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just give it away. If you can't sell something, matter of fact, I learned if you cannot sell something, like you've had something for a long time, you've been trying to sell it, just give it away. Just give it away. I've given away so much stuff in the past year, 2, 3 years, 5 years. It's ridiculous. Just give it away. Even if you just bought it, even if you like, oh my God, I hate to give this away. Just if you have not used it in a long time or ever, I don't care if you bought that brand new $500 purse, that brand new $500 shoes, and you haven't used it in a long time, just give it away. And you cannot sell it. It wasn't meant to be sold. It was meant to be given away. Just give it away. It will come back to you a lot of times, if not most times, if not all times. You will get more if you give something away than if you sell it. Because if you sell it, if you bought something for 500 and you sell it for 250, you got 250. But if you gave it to somebody that really, 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 really needed it, they needed it more than a person that bought it from you for 250. Like, for a fact this person needs this thing. Okay, they need it. That person will be such a blessing. I say blessing, not blessing. Blessing mean be less. That person that you gave it to will come back to you and be such a blessing that they might give you $2,000 in resources. They might be a $2,000 resource to you, a $30,000 resource to you, a $250,000 resource to you versus $250. I've given things away to people, and those people became thousand things I could have sold for tens of dollars or hundreds of dollars. Those people became thousands of dollars in blessings to me because I gave them something. I gave them this thing. I gave them this thing. I remember my ex-girlfriend gave me a brand new bicycle for my birthday. I think I turned 28 or 29. I turned 29. She gave me a brand new bicycle, right? And it was a guy, he was walking down the street, either walking or riding a raggedy ass bike down the street. Now, mind you, she gave this thing to me. It was sentimental, but we broke up. We broke up, so it was no longer sentimental to me. And I saw the guy, and honestly, I was gonna throw the bike in the trash. Be honest with you, I was gonna throw it in the trash or burn it, right? But I saw the guy on this raggedy ass bicycle, or he was walking, and I said, hey man, I could have sold a bike. I could have sold it. It was a brand new bike. I could have sold a bike for like $50 easily. She paid like $100 something for it. I could have sold a bike for like $20 easily. I could have got $20 for it at a pawn shop, right? I needed the $20 at that time. I could have used the $20. I needed the $20. I gave the guy the bicycle for free. I said, hey man, you want this bike? You like how much? I'm like, it's free, man. You could just have it. Let me tell you something. I didn't remember the guy. If I saw the guy in the street, I would not remember him. That guy remembered my face. That guy remembered my face. Okay, and he was from the neighborhood. And anyhow, I was selling cars, right? I was selling cars. And the guy brought me a customer. He brought me a customer. He said, man, I always see you and you always got cars out here. And this girl, she needed a car. So I told her, don't buy a car from nobody. He said he told the girl, don't buy the car from nobody. I'm going to take you to a guy. He sell cars. That dude brought me a customer. I made like $2,000 off that customer. Made that girl to buy that car from me. My profit. I bought the car. I literally bought the car for like $400. I think I sold a car for like $2,400, $2,200, something like that. I made like almost $2,000 off the car, if not $2,000. Okay. because I gave him a bicycle. I could have sold the bicycle for 20 bucks or 50 bucks. Now 20 to $50 compared to $2,000. You do the math. What you rather? What do you rather, 20 to 50 bucks now or a couple $1,000 later? I planted a seed, man. I planted a seed and it grew. Sometimes it's better to give shit away, man. Just give that shit away. I'm telling you, man. I had a buddy, man. He donated blood, right? He needed the money. And he saw a homeless dude, and the homeless dude needed some money. He gave the dude the $75 he just sacrificed his blood for. And I'm like, why you did that? He's like, man, he needed it more, man. He gave the dude the seven. He just donated blood, got $75. He gave the dude the $75. Now my buddy's a millionaire, or headed to become a millionaire, I should say. Now he's making so much money, like almost $20,000 a month. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Sometimes it's better to just give this shit away. Just give it away. If you're not using it, if you have an abundance of it, just give it away, man. Just give it away. It's gonna come back to you 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. It's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you. You know what I'm saying? This is all material stuff, man. Now it's not to say just give everything away, although people have done it. I volunteered at a restore store, right? Like a Habitat for Humanity store. I think it was last year. I was volunteering, right? And the stuff that comes in there, beautiful furniture, tens of thousands of dollars in furniture. Some of the stuff, brand new electric bikes. Some of the stuff people give away will blow your fucking mind. Give it away free. So one year, the drivers came in with some furniture. Man, this furniture had to be worth about 20, $30,000. I'm like, yo, somebody just gave this away. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. He like, nah, man. Dude gave it away. Dude said, dude said he giving it away because God told him to give it away. God told him he got something bigger for him in store. Yeah. Man, this people give away shit, man. I've had people give me stuff. I'm like, you giving this to me? Like, yeah. And I would never forget. I will never forget those people. I'll never forget them. I'll never forget them. And anything in my power I could do for those people, I will do. Anybody that's ever out of the greatness of their heart given me something, especially when I really needed that thing, I will never forget them. Never. I have friends, man. Like one of my buddies, man. This dude helped me so much. A couple of them. They helped me so much when I was down, man. There's nothing in the world in my power I would not do for them. Nothing in the world in my power I would not do for them. Shout out to my buddies, man. Y'all know who you are. Billy, Herman, Dalton, Steven, um, man, shout out to you, man. There's nothing I won't do for these guys. These my brothers to the core. They saved my life, man. I my buddy Herman took me to the emergency, man, when I was fucking dying, man. He helped me when I was living in my truck across the street from his house. There's nothing I won't do for him. Nothing. Nothing. My buddy Steven, um, my buddy Billy brought me a truck, two trucks when I was down on my luck, man. My buddy Dalton gave me some work, you know. I lived with him when I was down on my luck. Man, these my buddies forever, man. Forever. Forever, 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 man. My other buddy John, you know, matter of fact, John introduced me to Billy. It's just certain people, man, I'll never forget them. And I'll do absolutely anything for them, man. Anything. And within my power. You know what I'm saying? And when people do stuff for you like that, see, what happens in life is when you're kind-hearted, you'll never starve. You'll never be hungry. You might go through trials and tribulations in life, but when you are kind-hearted, you know, that's why that's the Bible don't say give 10% offering to just give it away. You know, you don't give 10% to your church or your charity to just give it away. That's being kind-hearted. That's being kind-hearted. Me personally, I don't give to any churches because that money doesn't get allocated properly to me. I don't give to churches. I give directly to people. So if I know somebody, so if I make $1,000 to Yay, I'm not gonna go put it in a church offering. If I know somebody could use $100, I'm gonna say, here, man, take this $100. Okay, that's how I tithe. That's how I give. All right, and I don't do it to have something in return. I do it because I was grateful, first of all, to make $1,000. I do it. You have to do things out of gratitude, and you might not give. A lot of times, I don't even give the money away. A lot of times, I buy a person. So, like, I buy food for people. One of the things I love doing is feeding people. I love buying food for people, and I love helping people to buy land and homes. I've helped a lot of people buy homes. I've helped a lot of people buy homes, buy land. And a lot of them ungrateful, but I did it out of the kindness of my heart. I've helped a lot of people to become landowners, property owners. And even the ones that I did not help them do it, I still taught them. Whether they use the knowledge or not, that's on them. That's on them. And in return, the universe has brought me so many more students, so much more business, my dream life. Like, when you see people actually living their best life, like me, I'm living my best life, it's because I've given so much. When you see people living their best life and you like, wow, that person living their best life, and I've never seen that person like really struggle or do nothing evil, or damn, why this person living their best life. You ever wonder like why somebody have so much luck? You like, damn, why that motherfucker got so much luck? It's not luck, man. It's that person planted so many seeds. They planted so many seeds, and now it's harvest time. I planted so many seeds, man. I planted so many seeds. I've helped so many people. I've helped so many people. Why? Because so many people have helped me. I'm almost in tears right now. So many people have helped me in my life that I cannot help but to help so many people. And I be trying to help people. I be trying to help people. I come on YouTube to try to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? I try to help people. Now, in me helping people, it doesn't mean that I'm a sucker. It doesn't mean when you try to help people, it doesn't mean you keep helping people to the point that you allow people to use and abuse you. The problem is people keep helping people to the point that they allow people to use and abuse them. This fan is so cold, man. I'm gonna do a whole video about this Arctic Air fan. That is, it's not a fan. It's an air condition. This is literally an air condition. You put ice water in this big old tub back here, and long as there's ice in there, it's blowing cold air. This is literally an air condition. But anyhow, yeah, this is literally air conditioning. But anyhow, check my solar batteries. Um, it's all about planting seeds, man. If you plant good seeds, you're gonna get goodness come back to you. Okay? You are gonna get goodness. Excuse me. Even that word good is not really a great word. If you plant great seeds, you're gonna get greatness come back to you, man. You are gonna get greatness to come back to you when you plant great seeds. Now, don't get me wrong, we all do fucked up shit. You know, we all lie, cheat, steal, you know. But the idea is to overall, be a great person, be a decent man, a decent woman. We all make mistakes. Even the Bible tell you we've all fallen short of the glory of God. We've all fallen short of the glory of God. I don't judge anybody. I don't judge any pastor, preacher, thief, liar, murderer. I don't judge anybody. But it doesn't mean you're not going to pay for what you do. It does not mean you're not going to pay for the fucked up shit you do. You do some fucked up shit, man, you going to pay for that shit. You do some really, really, really fucked up shit, you're going to pay for that shit. Okay? You're going to pay for that shit. You do some really, really, really fucked shit, you are going to pay for that shit. All right? So, and it's not to say you won't ever do some really, really, really fucked up shit in your life. It's not to say you won't do it. But do more great things than you do bad things. Plant more great seeds than you plant fucked up seeds. Okay? Plant more great seeds than you plant fucked up seeds. It's simple as that. The people that have life really bad are people that plant more bad seeds than they plant great seeds. I see it all the time. All the time. When I see people going through a lot of fucked up shit in life, I'm like, man, this motherfucker planted a lot of bad seeds somewhere. Like, nobody want to fucking help them. They just fucked up all the way around. You ever heard some motherfuckers, man, they fucked up? You know what I'm saying? You ever hear somebody like just say, man, they fucked up? That's because subconsciously or consciously, a lot of times consciously, they know they planted nothing but fucked up seeds in their life. They know that. They know that. A lot of times, like Yusuf L over there, High Frequency Radio, he said that you know, a lot of times people go to jail and prison for crimes that they did not do. For crimes that they did not do. But they're not there for the crimes that they did not do. They're there for the crimes that they did do. They are there for the crimes that they did do. Okay? So a lot of times you see a person do 10, 20, 30 years in prison for murder and they didn't do it. But they did something fucked up in their life somewhere. I don't care if it was in a past fucking life. They did something fucked up. Believe me. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you. But they did something fucked up. It might have been something as simple as having a baby and not taking care of the baby. Now they walking down the street and get arrested for murder and they were nowhere near the crime scene. You're supposed to take care of your babies. You had these babies, you're supposed to take care of them the best that you can. I don't care if it's $1. Just do the best that you can. Just try. Just try. Then you have another motherfucker been selling dope for 20, 30, 40, 50 years their whole life and never got caught because they using that money to take care of their babies. They using that money to help people. The motherfuckers that's buying drugs from them is the motherfuckers that willfully, because we all have free will, willfully want to buy the drugs. Okay? I know drug dealers, they don't sell to young people. They only sell to older people. And they don't sell to people. They're like responsible bartenders. I know drug dealers that are like responsible bartenders. They see a motherfucker is really strung out on alcohol, they're not gonna serve them any more alcohol. They see a motherfucker's really strung out on weed, cocaine, whatever. They not gonna sell them no weed, cocaine, heroin, nothing. I know some drug dealers like that, and them motherfuckers ain't never got caught in their life. A drug dealer taught me this. He taught me this. He's like, man, he basically said, man, I'm a responsible bartender. You see a motherfucker strung out on this shit, don't serve him no more. But you see a motherfucker, they just want the shit. They not strung out. They consciously in their right mind. They basically just want to drink, but they want heroin or cocaine or whatever. Go ahead and give it to them. They getting it. They buying that shit willfully. Okay? Willfully. All right? Never got caught. Never, as far as I know, they ain't never been caught in their life. And it's not to say for anybody to go sell illegal drugs and stuff like that. I'm not condoning it. To me, that's not right. That is not right. To me, that is not right. But there's levels to shit. There's levels to it. All right. So if you're gonna indulge in any type of illegal activity or abominations, at least be responsible with it. At least be responsible with it. All right. Um, like I always use the example, if a person have HIV/AIDS, don't go around spreading that shit and tell people you have that shit before they have sex with you. Tell people you have that shit before they have sex with you. Now that they know and they still want to have sex with you, it's on them if they get that shit. It's not on you. It don't fall on you. It does not fall on you. You got motherfuckers out here, got herpes, got all kind of shit, and will have sex with a motherfucker and don't tell them. Don't tell them. Okay? You know you got some shit, tell people. That's the example I use because I hate to use that example, but that's the only example I could think of that, once you tell somebody something, cigarettes, I use the example too. They got on a cigarette carton, causes cancer, blah, blah, and you still want to smoke? The cigarette companies are not liable. They are not liable. That's why you cannot sue these cigarette companies anymore. These cigarette companies, even on Roundup, I think Roundup had a big lawsuit because it was killing people. A lot of landscapers was dying. Even in your house, you got the Freon in your house. You got Freon in your car. If you read the Freon label, it tells you that shit cause cancer. That's why a lot of times I try not to use the air condition. I don't. You know, my air condition locked up in the closet. I'm using this now. This is why I'm using this. It's blowing fresh air. This is why I'm using this now. I will sacrifice and make ice or buy ice. That's why I got the ice machine over here. I'll make ice or buy ice and do my labor, sacrifice labor to fill that thing with ice because I don't want freon blowing in my face constantly. Okay, my lifestyle that I live, it is work. It is time consuming. I have to get up, take my trash, burn my trash. I have to put ice in my air condition. I have to constantly check my solar panels, wipe my solar panels, check my batteries. It's work, but I'm living a healthier lifestyle. I'm living a healthier lifestyle. And the work is exercise to me. It keeps me productive. I could see myself now having something to get up and do besides what, like these older people, all they do is sit up and do crossword puzzles or sit up and watch the news all day. No, till the day I transcend, y'all say till the day y'all die. I say till the day I transcend, I'm gonna get up, check my solar panels, check my wind turbine, put ice in my ice air condition, um, go get water, pump water from the well manually, or have a solar well. I'm gonna get around and move. The people that I know that actually get around and move and do things, like my buddy Dalton, my buddy Billy, they're like 80 years old, 80 plus years old. Man, these guys move like they 2021. It's remarkable. I see why. They get up and do things. They get up and do things. These are guys that had surgery, guys that have been in the military. Man, you got to get up and do things, man. All this wanting to be lazy and fucking just not do things, man, it'll fuck you up. So now I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go take my trash, burn it, go clean my solar panels, check my solar. I clean my home every day. I'm always cleaning something. I did my laundry, so now all my laundry is done. I'm gonna vacuum my house. I'm gonna take wipes, Clorox wipes, wipe my whole house down, wipe my floor with Clorox wipes, wipe my walls with Clorox wipes. Cause I want to paint my place. I'm gonna paint it, but I'm gonna paint it when I get my new trailer, so that way I can move everything into my new trailer. And then this trailer, I'm gonna paint it and fix it up and either rent it out or just it'll be like a Airbnb or I might keep it as um a little office or manual or something. But I'm getting a bigger camper, and when I get everything out, I'm gonna paint it. Or I might just start to paint little by little stuff. I don't know. But anyhow, I get up and I move and I do things. Um, and it's things I want to do. Okay. If you don't find something to do, the universe will find something for you to do. Always remember this. If you don't find something to do, the universe will find something for you to do. Remember our moms and dads used to say that? What you doing today? You better find something to do. If you don't find something to do, I'm gonna find something for you to do. Remember our moms, Generation X. Remember our moms and dads used to tell us that if you don't find something to do, I'm gonna find something for you to do. Okay? Remember that? I'm gonna make my tea. I get up and I make my tea. Yeah, man. Life is, you have to do something. You have to get up and do something. Life is not about um just sitting on your ass. A lot of black people like to complain about slavery and how we paid our debt to society. It does just because you went through slavery or your ancestors went through slavery, that does not mean you don't get up and do some work. Okay? It just now means you ought to get up and do the work you want to get up and do. And that's what I do. My ancestors paid their debt. If there Some people say black people was in slavery because of a debt. Okay, well my ancestors paid that debt. Now I am living the life I want to live, and I'm living my best life. Okay, and you know I've planted many seeds. I continue to plant seeds. Like I say, I got a life coach, life coaching, and land university. Get in a mastermind. Fuck with me, 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. Get in a life coaching and land mastermind. It's lifetime membership, man. I'm only doing lifetime membership now. It's so much value in it. The price has gone up and it's gonna keep going up. When I first started, it was like 250. Then it went to 444. Now I'm at 999. Okay, I'm at 999. It's lifetime membership, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. It's lifetime membership. We have class mostly every Tuesday and Sunday evening around 8:30 p.m. Eastern for an hour, 2 hours. We just chop it up, man. We a family. Everybody look forward to it. It's like our church, you know. Everybody looks forward to it. We get in there, we chop it up. Lifetime membership, man. You know, become a part of the family. It's only $99, man. I used to do $88. I used to do $50. $99, man. Nine is the number of completion, man. $99 to start. I don't stress you out as far as when or how you pay off the rest. Long as you pay it off within 6 months or a year, depending on your situation, depending on what we agree on. Long as you pay it off within 6 months or a year, you can give me $30 this month, $300 next month. As long as you send something every month or every 2 weeks, every 2 months, just talk to me. Basically, just talk to me. Just talk to me. Just say, hey, Dragon, I'm gonna give you this $99 now, but I got a check coming in a few months. I'm gonna give you $200. I'm gonna give you $100. Then after that, in 6 months, I'm gonna pay you the rest. Just communicate with me. Just tell me your intentions, what you're trying to do. If I feel like you just along for a free ride, I'm gonna delete you out the group. So some of you that was in the group and you got deleted because I thought you was along for a free ride. Okay? You along, you're not communicating, you're not sending no money. You definitely, first of all, you definitely wasn't sending no more money, and then you wasn't communicating. So it's one thing to not send money. I don't care about that. I always get money. Money comes to me easily, effortlessly, naturally now. But communication, you gotta tell me something. Okay? So that's when I stop fucking with people, is if I feel they fucking with me. If I feel you fucking with me, I'ma fuck you over. All right? Other than that, man, I'm your best ally. I'm your best friend. I give you the shirt off my back. But if I feel like somebody fucking with me, oh, you got the right one. you Man, I think I was put here on this planet to fuck over people that fucked over other people. I think I was put here for that reason. I'm the dragon for a reason. I came back as a dragon for a reason. Look at everything the dragon is. A noble creature that don't bother nobody, but reaps its vengeance on motherfuckers. Okay? I think I literally came back as a dragon to reap vengeance on motherfuckers that fucked other people over. I literally think that's why I'm here. But anyhow, man, I'm about to make my tea, man. Make my tea. Make my tea. I'm still here. I'm still chopping it up with y'all, man. Still chop it up with y'all. Oh shit. Got my copper cup. Make my tea. This one is y'all check this goddess out, man. I don't have my glasses on, but if you see a name there, y'all check her out, man. Get her products. I got a kidney cleanse and I got a blood cleanser, and I mix it up. Just a little bit, just a teaspoon of each. And you put your hot water. Don't put no honey in there. Just the herbs and the hot water, and let it sit for about 15 minutes so that the herbs and the hot water can just marinate in the hot water. And this actually tastes great. It does not taste bad at all. This actually tastes great, man. This does not taste bad at all. And I put a little cover on there. Get a little pot or something. Let me use this from, where in the world? I think I got it in the refrigerator. Okay, let me just get another one here. You see the steam coming out? You want to keep that in. Keep that trapped in there. So I just put a pot there and just let that sit for about 15 minutes. And let that sit for about 15 minutes. And then drink it, man. Drink it. That's a herbal cleanser, blood cleanser and kidney cleanser. And man, I'm telling you, man, like, life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. Everybody could have a beautiful life. Everybody can have a beautiful life, man. Everybody can have a beautiful life, man. I see a lot of people struggling, a lot of people unhealthy, a lot of people just going through shit, man. And I'm like, I see how to fix that. You ever see somebody going through something and be like, dang, if this person only knew I can fix that. I can fix that thing in their life. I can help them fix that. But you also know that that person's not ready for this. They're not ready for this information. Or you know they're not going to appreciate it. And you like, that happens to me all, homeless people, all the time. And I'm like, I even offer them to come live on my property for free. I've offered people to come live on my well, not for free, but okay, like right now, my land, I want to clear my land. You know how many people I've said, hey man, you want somewhere to live? You know, you could come live on my property, just help me clear my land. Them motherfuckers like, no. People want free shit. People just want to come lay up on your shit for free. For the complete free. There's nothing free in a RV, live in your car on my property. Just help me keep my land up. Help me cut the grass. Help me cut the trees. help me clean the house. Motherfuckers will just lay up on your shit, not clean, not help you. That is why people are suffering. That is why people are suffering. That is why people are suffering. People are not suffering. I just got an idea. People are because life is so bad and life done beat them down. People are suffering because they don't have, because they don't want to do shit. People are suffering because they think everything is fucking free. They think everybody owe them something. They think because they've been traumatized in their life that they're owed something. That's why people suffering. People don't understand and overstand the principles of the universe. That's why people are. That's why people suffer. The Bible say people suffer for a lack of knowledge. The Bible says, "My people suffer for a lack of knowledge, ignorance." That's why people suffer, man. People suffer because they want every fucking thing for free. Um, it's not. You have to give something to get something. You have to give something to get something. Believe me, all the slave owners, everybody out there thinking they get free labor out of people, everybody thinking they're getting free pussy, every man thinking he getting free pussy. Even, well, women, you have lesbians out here. Everybody thinking they're getting free pussy. Everybody thinking they're getting free dick. You got a lot of women out here feeling like um a man's supposed to pay for their vagina. Well, you mutually having sex. You're mutually having sex. So you as a woman are getting some feel good out the sex, and you as a man is getting some feel good or feel great out the sex. So if you feel like having sex with somebody is you giving them something, then and they ought to be giving you something, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? If you're having sex and you feeling some greatness out of it, that's your reward. That is your reward. You're exchanging energy. Sex is an equal exchange. Now, if you literally don't want to have sex and somebody forced themselves on you, or you're charging for sex because you don't want to be in exchange with them, so you charge them for sex, then whatever, that's a different story. You know, number one, you forcing yourself on someone to have sex, you're going to pay dearly for that in one way or another. But on the other end, if you're charging for sex or you're paying for sex, that's the equal exchange. That's it. That's, to me, prostitution should be legal. That's why it is legal in a lot of places. It is legal. It is a spiritual uncleanliness, but to me, it's not a. It is spiritually and morally not right. It's not right on so many levels, but to me, it shouldn't be a man law. To me, that's a spiritual law. Okay, that's a whole nother story. Selling drugs, to me, that's a spiritual fight between a God. That shouldn't be a fight between us men with each other. Okay. In other words, as long as somebody's not infringing on your free will, I just feel like if two people are engaging in something and they're not engaged, they're not in, they're not forcing each other's free will. Let them do what they want to do. If this person want to exchange sex for money or drugs willfully, let them do what they fuck they want to do. Okay, now if somebody go murder somebody, unwillfully, that's wrong. But if you know you murdered this person and then their family member come back and murdered you, bitch, you started it. Motherfucker, you started. You brought that on yourself. If you bring something on yourself, you brought it on your fucking self. That's how I feel. If you bring something on yourself, you brought it on your fucking self. Okay? You brought it on your fucking self. That's just how I feel. All right? So yeah, man. Just life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Like I say, nobody's perfect, man. Nobody is perfect. We all lie, cheat, steal, you fucking name it. But the idea is to have the right intentions, to try. That's why the Bible say to renew yourself daily. Y'all say daily, I say yearly. You have to renew yourself all the time. If you're the same person to you was yesterday, you wasted 24 fucking hours. If you're the same person to you was 20 years ago, you wasted 20 fucking years. You're supposed to renew yourself daily in the body of Christ, in the blood of Christ. Renew yourself. Try. If you are a fucking alcoholic to yay, tomorrow, if you drink 10 beers to yay, I'm not going to say don't drink tomorrow. I'm not going to say that. But tomorrow, drink 9 beers. Drink 9 beers. If you eat a whole fucking bacon for breakfast, a BLT for lunch, and a fucking slithered pork chop for dinner, okay, I'm gonna talk shit about you pork eaters now, then motherfucker, just skip breakfast or don't eat the pork for breakfast. Maybe eat it for lunch or dinner. Just try to do better in life. Just try. You will get there eventually. And that's what I did. That's what I do. I just try to do better. I don't get up thinking about who the fuck I'ma rob to yay, who the fuck I'ma sell drugs to yay, who the fuck I'ma screw over to yay. I don't get up. Some people get up thinking about that shit. I don't get up thinking about that. I don't get up think. Some people get up thinking about. Some women get up thinking about what nigga I'ma screw over to yay because they've been screwed over by so many men. Some men get up and think about what woman they gonna screw over because they done been screwed over by so many women. Some people get up and think about that. I don't get up and think about that no matter what. I'd be like, what beautiful soul I'ma help in their life to yay. What beautiful soul gonna call my phone and I'm gonna say something to them to help in their life, to help them be better. What beautiful soul can I help in this way or that way? What beautiful soul can I say a positive word to? What beautiful soul can I give some money to? That's gonna help them, help them more than it helped me at that moment. What beautiful soul can I give a job to? What beautiful soul can I go do some work for them for? What beautiful soul can I give them great energy and they give me some great energy back? That's one of the main things I get up and say to myself and that I look for. I'm always looking for people that I can give to. I'm always looking for people that I can give to. I am always looking for people that I can give to, but people that will give that energy back to me, that positive energy back to me. People like me, successful people. I notice a lot of very successful people, people in successful marriages, have successful business, are just dying on the inside to share the information. They want to share their secrets of how they became successful. We want to share our secrets of how we became successful. But it's like you can't share with everybody. You can't. Even the Bible tell you don't cast your pearl among swine. It's like a sin for me to tell you certain things and I know you are unclean. It's like a sin. So people be like, oh, motherfuckers gatekeeping. Motherfuckers are not gatekeeping. You cannot cast your pearls among swine. You cannot cast your pearls among swine. You cannot give to people that are not going to multiply. Like the parable about the master who left and he gave 1 talent to this servant, 2 talents to this servant, 3 talents to that servant, or wherever it guarded. He gave him talents equally. One servant took and buried the talent. One servant took and doubled it, and another servant took and put it in a bank to gain interest. Guess who suffered the most when the master came back? The one that buried the talent, thinking that, oh, master, I buried it, so exactly what you gave me, I'm giving it back to you. He said, get away from me. I don't know you. And he took that talent and gave it to the one that multiplied it the most. So how the saying go? Even that which you don't have will be taken from you and give it to the one that does have. If you are not fruitful and multiply. Remember, that's like one of the first commandments we were given, to be fruitful and multiply. People take it as come out here and have a bunch of babies. No. Come out here, have a great spirit, a great soul, and multiply that great spirit and great soul. Be clean in every way. Mind, body, spirit, soul. Be clean. Clean mind. Don't make your mind toxic with this toxic music and all this toxic shit out here. Clean body. Eat right. Clean spirit. Clean soul. Feed your soul, your spirit with cleanliness. Okay? That's how it go, man. And again, nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. Ain't judging nobody, man. Life is beautiful, man. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment, man. It ain't about judging. People be like, don't judge me. Ain't nobody judge anybody. People be trying to hold people accountable. And motherfuckers don't want to be accountable. Motherfuckers don't want to be accountable. whenever a bitch, the first thing out of a bitch mouth is whenever the first thing out of a bitch mouth is don't judge me, all that means is all that motherfucker's saying is they're not accountable. They're not accountable. That's all that is. That's all that motherfucker's saying. Whenever I'm a woman, especially women, but men do it too. But whenever a man or a woman say, don't judge them, that's somebody that's unaccountable. That's somebody that's not accountable. See, I gotta take all my stuff, put them outside to charge. It's annoying, but I'd rather do this than go work for money to pay a light bill. If I gotta go work 8 hours a day, even if I make $300 an hour and it take me 1 hour of work to pay my light bill, but I gotta work because it literally only take me about 5 minutes of that to put everything outside and put it back inside. But I gotta work not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, 120 seconds. I mean, literally how long it take to just take this outside, put outside, let it charge and bring it back inside. But I gotta work 120 seconds a yay for 30 yays. I'd rather work 120 seconds a yay for 30 yays than take a whole hour of fucking doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's I'll still work the whole hour, but instead of giving them others, and that's what I do. I make the money, but instead of me giving it away, I just fucking keep it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of giving the money away, I just fucking, and that's another reason why people lose money. Because people make money. The universe gives you money, but people spend it as fast as they get it. People spend it as fast as they get it. And we're supposed to be trying to hold on to it and multiply it, not just spend it because we get it. We got to hold on to it and multiply it. All right? We got to hold on to it and multiply it. Put my trash out so I can burn it. You got to hold on to it to multiply it, man. And that's what happened to people, man. People feel like, I hear people say all the time, don't worry about it. I make the money. It don't matter that you fucking make money, man. You're supposed to keep the money. You're supposed to keep the money. It don't matter that you make the money. You're supposed to keep the money. You're supposed to keep the money. And that's the problem. That's the problem. People feel like just because they make the money. The Bible talk about frivolous spending. That's like another sin, man. That's like another sin. Just spending money, throwing money away frivolously. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I do too. And I've definitely done it a lot in the past. That's why now when I get money, I immediately pay my land notes. Sometimes I pay 2-3 months. Well, all the time I pay like months in advance. I pay my shit like months in advance. My bills right now paid up for the next 6 months. My bills paid up for 6 months. And see, while I burn my trash, I got my tea, not tea, but my hot water burning. So I'm gonna use that hot water there to take a shower. to wash off. This hot water in this kettle right here, this all you need is about half a gallon to really take a shower. I'm gonna use that to take a shower. And so I'm not burning fuel. I'm burning my trash, so you know that fire, I'm not gonna let that energy go to waste. That energy is gonna let me take a shower. And I'm gonna get the them bags that you those black bags that you use to put in the sun. I'm gonna get some of those too. I'm gonna get like a few of those. Those work really well too. And if you can't do that, you could get a gallon of water, just a regular gallon of water. You know, get a regular gallon of water, wrap it in a black bag, or spray paint the bottle black, because black attracts heat. So I might, you know what I might do? I'm gonna just get some black spray paint and spray paint the bottles here. Spray paint them black. I might do that. That's like a cheap way of doing it. But those bags are internally black, and they're made for attracting more heat. They're made for attracting more heat than just spray painting a bottle black. So either way. But anyway, man, let me charge my phone. Let me get my yay started, really started. Let me clean out my house, my floors, take my trash out. I gotta take my pee cup. You know, when you urinate in the middle of the night, you got a little pee cup next to you. Man, we got little pee cups. Shit, the fuck I had in there. I hope I didn't have any bullets in there. What did I have in there to go off like that? That's weird. But yeah, you know what else I could talk to y'all about right now? I just feel like being chatty. Man. What y'all got going on? Oh man, yeah, it's my life, man. Like I might work maybe once a week, like work, if that. But I average like really great money. So the rest of my time is like I could do what I want to do. So I choose to just do stuff on the land. So I come out here and see, if I lived the same life most of y'all live, I would get up, go to work. I would get up, go to pay a light bill, pay a water bill, pay a high ass rent or mortgage. Because that's what y'all do. I mean, y'all get up and go to work to pay high ass rents and mortgages. Leave your home. Y'all leave y'all home to get up and go to work to pay high ass rents and mortgages. And it don't make no sense, man. You don't have to leave your home. Just create your own light company. Get on solar. Create your own water company. Dig a well. even if it's a manual well. You know what I'm saying? Um, excuse me, I'm urinating outside on my grass. But it's natural, I'm doing a natural thing. You get up and urinate. Um, you know, I love the natural life, man. I love and I live the natural life. I love and I live the natural life because the money I do make, I can keep it or do whatever the fuck I want to do with it, invest it and stuff like that. So it could make me more money. Okay. So it can make me more money. Um, and basically, uh, yeah, man, just life is beautiful. I really have a hard time trying to comprehend why people um struggle in life. Since I found this lifestyle, I really have a hard time trying to comprehend why people struggle in life. I really have a hard time. And all I've been doing is all I've been doing is trying to tell people and help people to live this lifestyle because I know so many people struggling, man. So many people right now going to work, leaving their babies in daycare or in the care of pedophiles and people that they want to be leaving their babies in the care of. You know, so many people right now leaving their babies in the care of people that they really don't want to be leaving their babies in the care of those people. And it's like, you don't have to. You don't have to leave your babies in the care of motherfuckers you don't want to leave them in the care of. You can um come out here on the land, man. You can come out here on the land, be on the land, and live on the land and just pay your land note. Only pay your land note. Okay? Only pay your land note. Your land note and your taxes could be your only bills. Like I say, live like the Amish. Live like the Amish. The Amish, the Mennonites. A lot of people don't know about the Mennonites. I'm just fixing my solar panel. But the Mennonites is another group of people that live like the Amish. Even the a lot of your Hebrew Israelites, your your NOI, your what you call it, Islam, Nation of Islam, live this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? They don't take it as far as the Amish as far as driving horse and buggy, but you have a lot of people, man, that live this lifestyle. Um, you know, I basically live like the Amish, but I'm not on a horse and buggy. I drive a regular truck. I have a cell phone, stuff like that. So you don't have to be as extreme as the Amish, but which I don't think the Amish are extreme. I think we're extreme. You know, leave it up to me. I'd definitely be on a horse and buggy in terms of you know, if it was practical and convenient. If I really had my whole family living with me, like literally my whole family, aunties, uncles, cousins, mother, father, sister, brother, we all lived together. What we need a car for? What we need trucks for? Let's get horses and buggies. We grow our own food. We have everything. What the fuck we need cars for? Okay, but I do understand. Or we could just have one car, you know, one truck, you know, one regular truck. But I do understand people live distances apart and stuff like that. So, you know, we need to travel quickly, fastly. We have businesses like my business. You know, if I had my business on my land, manufacturing, producing on my land like the Amish, um, man, I would not see the fucking point of having a fucking car truck. If I had everything like the Amish, my business on my land produce everything that I want, need, my whole family on my land, we would literally have one truck for like 100 people. We would have like one truck for like 100 people. And oh, that's what I need to do. Yeah. Yeah. If I had all my family, 100 members of my family, 1,000 members in my family, and we all lived together, we would have like one truck per 50 people. One truck per 50 people. And that's what we would do. Because we have everything. We really don't need to leave our land for anything. Okay. So that's what I would do, man. All this fucking leaving your land, to all this fucking leaving your land to go to work, leaving your babies, dropping your babies off at some fucking daycare, all this fucking you know, man, woman going in separate directions, don't see each other till night. This shit is crazy to me, man. The Amish see their babies every minute of every day. Like literally. Every Amish man see their sons and daughters. Every Amish man, every Amish woman sees and have sons and daughters every day, man. Why would you not want to live like the Amish? Why would you not want to live like the Amish? Why would you want to keep living a heathen lifestyle? You get up and go to work. You get up and go to work. Your man, your woman get up and go to work, go the opposite direction. The school bus come get your babies. Or you go drop your babies off. Or you go drop your babies off to the public school system. Why would you want to keep living that lifestyle? I understand you start living that lifestyle, but you should not finish with living that lifestyle, and you shouldn't be waiting till you 65, 50, 60, 70 years old to want to change. To me, that's like crazy. People be like, I'm gonna retire when I'm 65, 60, 50. Man, you ought to quote unquote retire by the time you 25. Really, if you have the right mindset, mother, father, aunties, uncles, cousins, older folks in your family, you ought to be retired by 18, because time you 12, you done learned everything that they learned, that they know. And time you 18, between 12 and 18, you done implemented it and made your own money, made your own everything. So really, the time you 18, by the time you 18, and see, by now my tea is ready, so I'm gonna drink my tea. Really, by the time you 18, you could be a self-made millionaire. All my offsprings, my daughter, my grandson, all my offsprings, by the time they 12, they're gonna know everything I know. See, 12 is the age of accountability. Okay, 12 is the age of accountability. So if 12 is the age of accountability, you ought to be a person ought to have the knowledge. If you're gonna be accountable for something, if you're gonna hold me fucking accountable, if the universe is gonna hold me fucking accountable at 12, really 13, really 13. That's why 13 is a special number. 13 is the number of knowing. So if a motherfucker is gonna hold me accountable from the time I'm 12, because I'm supposed to know everything, then shit, know everything. Let me know everything I need to fucking know. And the problem is, motherfuckers barely even begin to know shit at 13. That's the problem. Motherfuckers barely even begin to learn at 13. Barely even begin to learn at 13. That's the problem. Been drawing, doing stupid shit all the way up to 13. Now you get 13 teenage years, you want to listen to toxic music. No, you ought to be drilling everything into these babies, all the knowledge you can, all the knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the universe. 12, 13. That's why Jesus started his ministry at like 12, 13, because he knew everything by that age. And then see, this is all esoteric, man. This is all esoteric. So then by the time, between 12, 13 and 18 and 18, because 18 is a twin to 13, a 3 is half of an 8. By the time you're 18, man, you self-made. You self-made. You're a capable man, capable woman. Time you 25, you rolling. Time you 25, time you 21, you rolling, because 1 + 2 is 3. And time you 25, you cruising. You're supposed to be cruising in life. You know what I'm saying? Cruising in life. Time you 33, you done did everything. You could ascend if you want to. Like Jesus, 33, ascended. You could go on to the next lifetime. Ascending, transitioning, there's nothing wrong with it. You go on to the next level. That's why they said Jesus died at 33 or ascended at 33. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with living till 33. It's not in this universe. Death ought to be a rejoice, not crying, not mourning, not sad. The only thing to be sad and mourn about in death is if a person died really bad, like a gruesome death. If a person died a gruesome death, that's when you die. That's when you remorse. That's when you mourn. That's when you mourn, is when a person die a gruesome death. But a person lived a beautiful life, you ought to rejoice. You ought to rejoice. Okay, they lived a beautiful life up to 33. Rarely any issues, any problems. They left a legacy. They left seeds. They left babies. They built something. We ought to be rejoicing, man. They move on faster. A motherfucker lived to 80, 90, 100 years old and ain't did shit with their life. You ought to mourn. You ought to see. That's why subconsciously we mourn at funerals and we sad and shit, because people either died a gruesome death or they lived a life where they ain't do shit. They ain't do shit in their life. They ain't do a goddamn thing with their life. But if you notice the people that did a lot of shit in their life, when they die, when they transcend, people like, yeah, they gone on. They went on. They went on. They did great. You know, let them go. They went on. They did great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it is, man. We ought to rejoice. We ought to rejoice when people live the beautiful life and they transcend. This tea is amazing, by the way. This is great. How long did it really take? And I'm on the phone with y'all, so that's why it really took me that long. How long it really took for me to took all my solar lights and stuff outside, put my garbage outside, burn it, put my water to heat up, my bathing water, and my to make my tea. How long did that really take me? And I'm on the phone with y'all 3 hours. That little bit took me literally about 5-10 minutes, and only took me that long because I'm on the phone with y'all. I mean, it's not even. I don't even think it's 9 o'clock yet, if that. Oh, it's 10:30. It's 10:30, and you know, I've done more than most motherfuckers do all year, do their whole week. I've done more just since 10:30 in one year, one rising, than most motherfuckers will do this whole week. I did a whole 3 hour YouTube video, which I'm gonna chop it up and make shorts out of. I done put all my stuff outside of charge, which all this stuff is literally, I don't have to put them outside every year. I could put them outside every 3 years, um, every week. So I've done more in one rising. Y'all call it morning, I call it rising. I've done more in one rising than most motherfuckers will do half the week or the whole week. I call it shift, y'all call it week, but you know, yeah, I know most of y'all say I sound too weird when I say shift. But yeah, I've done more in that little bit of time than y'all motherfuckers will do the whole week, man. And ain't break a sweat. Ain't leave my house. Ain't leave my property. I ain't leave my house on my property, and I probably saved myself about $10 and making money because I'm doing this YouTube video of showing y'all, of talking to y'all of what I'm doing. That's called being fruitful and multiplying. That's called being fruitful. We gotta be fruitful, man. We fruit. We gotta be fruitful. Let me turn. It's getting a little warm. The sun coming out now. It's getting a little warm, so I'm gonna turn my air conditioning back on. And I just gotta have it on low, man. I just gotta. Oh, this thing is so cold. This thing is so cold, man. To me, it's honestly colder than the regular air conditioner. And my son, when he was living in his camper for like a month, a couple weeks or a month, I said, why you don't turn on the air conditioner? He's like, Dad, that thing you got in there, that fan you got in there, it's freezing. I don't even want the air conditioner. He's like, take this shit. My son told me you can take this shit out of here. I don't even want that. I ain't turning on the air conditioner. He's like, Dad, the air conditioner don't even work as good as this thing. This thing here, man, and it rotates. So you see how it rotates? Like air conditioners don't rotate. Air conditioners just blow out the vent. This rotates. So it's cooling off the whole room. It's blowing the hot air out my door, the windows. It's blowing all the hot air out. It's blowing the cool, keeping blowing the cool air in. And mind you, the trailer was sitting out in the sun in the middle of summer, like July, August, at the peak of summer. My trailer was sitting out in the sun, and this is all my son had. This is all he had. This is all he had. I'm under a tree, under my garage. So y'all could just imagine how cold it gets in here. Like right now, I literally want to turn it off because I'm freezing already because it's so cold. I got it on the lowest temperature. I got it. See? I got it. That's off. That's the highest temperature. I got it on the lowest temperature. And it's freezing. It's freezing. Yeah. Oh, man. Life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful, man. Oh my God. But anyhow, I'm gonna lay down, get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna listen to my YouTube videos while y'all listen to my video. I'm gonna go listen to some of my other videos. Then come back and chop my video up, this video up. All right. Love you guys. Peace. Get in the Life and Land Mastermind. Life and Land Mastermind. $99 to start. 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. Love you guys. Peace. 754-229-0940.